Hi everyone, today I'm doing my most anticipated books in March 2016. This is a pretty short list. I only have 4 books that I'm extremely excited for, so let's just get right to it. The first book is called The Passenger by Lutz, and this seems to be the kind of book that would interest the fans of Girl on the Train and Gone Girl. Basically, from what I've read about it, it's about a woman whose husband is dead for some reason and she's fleeing from authorities, I guess, and she has a really dark secret that she's hiding from everybody. It doesn't give too much information in terms of the plot in the description that I've read, but it seems a really intriguing story, and I would definitely want to know what her secret is and what she's running from. I think it caught my eye because I've seen it being compared to some of my favorite books, so I thought I may as well just give it a try and see how it is. It seems to be the kind of genre that I enjoy. This book comes out on March 1st. The second book that I'm excited for, you may have seen around BookTube. It's Rebel of the Sands, and this is a young adult fantasy book that takes place in the Middle East. After reading The Wrath on the Dawn, which was also set in the Middle East, I was really intrigued by the whole setting. It's really unique and it's different, so I think that this book will definitely be pretty enjoyable to read. Basically, there's a young woman who's trying to get away from her dead-end town. I suppose there's also a male character who gets involved, and there's a bit of a romance in the story. But this seems to be the kind of book that doesn't necessarily focus mainly on the romance involved, so I think it will be an interesting read. Another book that also comes out on March 8th is What Is Not Yours Is Not Yours, and it's a collection of short stories that features a couple of different topics. I like the cover of this book. It seemed very unique, and I've read the description and it seemed that the stories are also going to be very unique and different from other books that I've read lately. And I've been kind of on a short story books binge, so I've been reading a lot of books that have short stories in them, and I've been really enjoying them. I have this newfound love for books with short stories, and I think that the more that I come across, the more I'll be excited to read them, so I think this one will definitely be a good book of short stories to read. The last book that I have is called Just Fall, and it comes out on March 22nd. Basically, this young bride finds out that her husband is actually a killer, and she has to decide whether she can still be with him or not. This seems like a very complicated book, but I think I would be really curious to see which direction it takes and how the main character reacts in such a stressful situation. So there you have it. March seems to be a really light month for reads that are coming out. I know there's a Cassanra Clare book coming out, Lady Midnight I think it's called, that everyone's really excited for, but I haven't read any of other Cassanra Clare's books, like City of Bones and all of those, so I feel like you probably need to read those series before you can move on to this new book coming out. So unfortunately, I don't think I'd be reading this book for a while, if at all, but I've seen it around BookTube a lot, so I figured I should mention it. And I think it comes out on March 8th as well, so if that's what you're excited for, then you don't have much longer left to wait. Please let me know if you are excited for any of these books, or let me know which books you are excited for that I haven't mentioned on this list. And thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.